Welcome everyone, it's my daily vlog channel, Eric B's Daily Vlogs. Man, another earthquake hits Mexico. The second one in about, what, 2 weeks? Hurricane off the coast of Florida again. Second one again in about 2 weeks. So, made me think last night, with all these natural disasters that are happening, are we ready here? Here in San Francisco, here wherever you live, are we ready? Are we prepared? Are we prepared for such a thing? Do you have a plan with you and your family in case something like this happens while you guys aren't together? Do you have a meeting spot? Anything. Are you prepared? Are you ready? Just in case, you guys have to be prepared and you have to be ready. So just have some kind of preparedness, some kind of emergency kit, bag. And I think the most important thing is when you're at work every day and kids are at school, have an action plan. Have some kind of plan to where you guys are going to meet at a certain spot if there was some kind of natural disaster. California, we're known for earthquakes. So that's probably the biggest thing. San Francisco especially is probably the biggest thing we have to worry about. Have some kind of action plan ready. Have an emergency bag ready. Put some cash aside, food that is not gonna go bad. Put that aside. At least for what do they say in Florida? Have some clean drinking water put aside for at least 72 hours worth, about 3 days. So that's something that we need to do here in California as well, just in case. I mean, again, any natural disaster can happen, but being in San Francisco, probably the most likely one is going to be an earthquake. For you guys who lived the '89 earthquake, you remember what that was like. We didn't have power for, what, how many hours? And we didn't know if it was safe to drink our water. So just be ready. Be ready. Have an action plan ready. When I went to medical assisting school, the one thing my teacher, Mrs. Jung, really good teacher. When I was at Bryman, before I went to Bay Area Medical Academy, different story, different topic, but she made us write an emergency action plan as an essay, just to see what our writing skills was like. But at the same time, it made me think on the things that we needed to have prepared for an emergency action. Anything, earthquake, disaster, anything. And remember, besides earthquake, there's other disasters that could happen here in California. That park right there, right across the street, that is Hamilton Park. That's going to be our meeting spot if there was some natural disaster and we couldn't get back into our apartment. Yeah, just make sure you have something together, you know. And something also that you need that's really important is have a list of your emergency contacts. Have that in your wallet, not on your cell phone, in your wallet, because in a natural disaster, power will be gone. Most likely cell phone coverage will not be working, and we're so used to just taking our phones, looking at a number and calling it. Not like the old days when you used to memorize numbers. We don't do that anymore. So have a written list, maybe like 5 emergency contacts that you can contact. Have an action plan with someone outside of the United States or outside of California, so you can try to get a hold of them, or they can try to get a hold of you in case of a natural disaster. So if you have family members outside of the city you live in, make sure you have their phone number. Make sure you have the phone number written, again, in your wallet, so that way if the power does go out and we can't charge our cell phones, we at least know the numbers and it's easy to find. So make that list, emergency planning list. Have enough food and water to last for at least 3 days, because that's what it usually takes for power to come back on, at least 3 days. Gas, not sure if you really need to drive anywhere. I mean, it all really depends on what the situation is going to be like, but have a preparation, have a list, have a designated meeting area where you guys are going to meet, so that way if something does happen while everyone's at school or at work, there is some kind of meeting spot that you guys can meet. These are little things that we take for granted, that we always forget that we don't think it's going to happen here. It happened in '89. Not that long ago, it happened up in Napa, here in California. The Bay Area is what I'm talking about. It's happening around the world right now. So just in case, have some kind of emergency preparation ready, just in case. You can never be too sure, you never be too safe, but I'd rather be really safe than realize later on that it's too late. Have those things ready. Trust me, if something does happen, hopefully nothing does happen, but if something does happen, you'll be ready for it. So, alright guys, I smell sage, so that means I'm close to home. Thanks for watching guys. Vlog's ended. Go in peace.